Welcome, my Zentangle friends. My name is Emmy, and I am a certified Zentangle teacher. I'm thrilled to be here with you today. We are on day 29 of Inktober. We've had such a wonderful, challenging month, and we certainly have done what we set out to do, which is establish new habits. And drawing habits are a good thing because we get so meditational, and many of these patterns we've done are like that. This one is not. It is a wonderful pattern. You're going to have a lot of fun with it, but I don't know if you're going to feel like you can meditate. You're going to need to get scrap paper handy. And let me show you something that I did do with it when I was trying to fuss around, you know how you do. And I put one on the side, and I thought that was lots of fun. So, you know, just there's a couple poke leaves in there, and then I just put it, it's just started, you know, it's just a drawing that I'm working on. And then also this one, I'm going to try to see if I can post this a little for you. But I remember the star that we did, Yid, and then we've got some of our shattuck from a different day, and here's some of this fun pattern. So you can see some ways that you could maybe use this and enjoy it. So let's get started. Got all my tools. I'm excited to be here today, and I know you are too. You're just waiting. So let's just talk about how you're going to do this. One of the things that I'd suggest to you is that you're going to practice the stroke of going up and back, like a really lazy S. That would be what we're looking for. Now, you're also going to do that the other direction. So do a lazy S, back, and up, like that. Now, you see mine are different. That's just how it's going to be. They're going to be wonky, okay? And it's just very little help for it. So this is not a tangle, in my opinion, for precision. We still want to do our best, of course. Okay, I'm going to come right out of the middle. I'm going to come up like this and close that off. And it's going to end up to be a leaf. I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to come up, go wide. It's just another S curve, and close it off. From here, I'm going to make an effort to make a dot out and out. So I'm going to take this down here where I have more room, and I'm going to do this again. I'm going to come out, a lazy S. Let's do this again. Out, lazy S. Come up. From the middle, you're aiming for here. You don't have to try to close this at this time. Out and close. Do it again. We've already made the turn up. We're aiming for here. If that helps you, a dot always, I have found, helps me. And then close. Please don't worry if these are not precise, especially at first, but you can see I've practiced this and practiced it for you, and it's just tricky. I'm going to come in here a tiny amount and make a dot on each side like that. And that's my dot to aim for. I'm going to make another one up here. So I am going to make a giant wide heart that comes up and back. I'm going to do that over on this side again too. And you and I have both talked about symmetry not being the easiest thing. And this pattern tests us, doesn't it? Okay, I have a cool thing I like to do. I like to close this off. I saw this on one or two other ones that I looked at, and I just think that looks nice to have that kind of layer around. Really, this is the pattern. I'm going to put some whiskers here for shading, or for the idea of a fold line. I'm going to do it the other direction too. You see they're just kind of flicks. And then I want to do the same thing here. And then each of these leaves are going to get some flick lines, and back too. And this also, as we've learned together, doubles as shading for us. That's pretty much the pattern. So when you do a little overdrawing and when you get your shading on here and maybe even color, who can say, I think that you'll like this pattern quite a lot. Let me show you what I did with it on the compilation piece. This piece has lots more room because there's no words. So I took the time to put it on a string or a longish stem. I had to add a little poke leaf to it, and I could have even done more, but we have 2 awesome patterns for our last 2 days. And I want to leave as much room as I can for bonus and as much room as I can for idos, which are wonderful Zentangle. Well, bonus is not Zentangle pattern, but they're all Zentangle patterns. It's just that one is by Angie Gittles and one is by Zentangle. So the point is I wanted to leave plenty of room in that area. So let's talk about what we're going to do here if you are with me and you did the words. I'm going to put this here and here. I have a lot less room on this paper. So grab your 01. You can do this in pencil and overdraw if you would prefer. I'm going to make a little dot here. These are going to be minis, okay? I'm going to come out and back, that lazy S. Do it the other direction, out and back, lazy S. Straight line up the middle, out and back. And that one connects because it's going off, out and back. And again, that one's going off. So that worked out real well in that way for me. A dot and a dot and a dot to aim for here. Don't start calling me Dot now. Okay, coming out. Wide orb. Not closed, of course. And the other orb is going to aim for here. Wide orb. Now you could, and I've seen these all in a line, but I just want to study this with you today. So I'm making a little bit of thickening at the top. If I really want to do a good job of that, I should get my 005 out. Remember, like we talked? And a little tiny bit more thickening here at the top is going to make that look a lot cleaner. There we go. Hard to do perfect work, isn't it? I'm not perfect, so my work certainly isn't going to be. I'm putting my whiskers in here and my whiskers in here for my shade lines, and then here too. Not much room to close that one off. I'm going to do this over here too. An S curve and an S curve. Come out the middle with a longish stick and an S curve. And an S curve. And those we're going to pretend are closed underneath here. And then aiming for here. Wide, half a globe, an orb, and down again. And then some curvy whisker lines. Wispy, wispy. Wonderful. I hope you like yours. Mine turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Get some shading on here. Okay, so I'm going to put shading right along this line here. And you see I've done a very dark line of shading. I'm going to do another one here. And darken over the whiskers for sure. So we can spread that out, and then up here too. You see I'm trying to follow the curve of the pattern a bit. And that's all going to smooth out real nice when I get my blender stump going here in just a second. Okay. I love it. I love it. I really am happy with this. I hope you've got yours, and I hope you've been able to make sense out of it and enjoy this challenge that we've gotten together today. I definitely want to leave a little white area in the middle here. But she really didn't offering, Henrietta Robbins did not offer any shading suggestions. She said that that is your choice, how you'd like to shade. I can tell you, I think that these are fun, and I really feel like I've enjoyed this challenge today. I hope you have too, and I'm sure looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye.